Bear! What's up, man? But for sharing, QFX, what's up, guys? Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do for models. The problem is I can't find anybody who's okay with showing them online, and then some of them that I've already taken don't want their stuff online anymore, which is totally understandable. But there's a little bit of a predicament because I don't know how to. You know what I need, honestly? I need AI for this to generate a model, a nude model. But the problem is, I don't know how to do that without going to some sketchy site. Like, I don't know about AI, right? And but I do need, like, if I could generate, like, Midjourney, you can't do something where it's nude. You can't. Like, I have to have nude, but I don't know how to do it in a clean way with AI. Maybe there is a program for it. I don't know. For AI for generating the actual human, because I can't get an actual person. Like, there's a lot of images you can use for personal use, but like, which is fine, but I'll get copyrighted if I do it. And I don't want to be disrespectful for somebody who doesn't want their pictures in a video. That's why I would use AI for, not for my work, but for the reference, because you can do a realistic image of somebody. So so that's it. Send a Facebook. I saw the face pic of your 5-year-old. Yeah. So the AI that I'm talking about, like on Twitch, it was not nude. You can't do nudes off of Midjourney. Right? Guys, to be honest with you, I forgot to link the reference to what I'm doing, but I'm so not into this that I'm not even going to do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth seeing it. What happened to the Sarah reference? Did it get lost? she doesn't want her work up there anymore, which is totally understandable. I totally get it. She's in the process of trying to get all her work taken down. So I erased there was only like 2 reference photos in our reference section, but I want to respect that. I totally get it. I wouldn't want to be nude online either. Even though, like, for this type of drawing, I think it's okay. You know, I mean, I totally get it. And that's the tricky thing is, I don't know how to get these women. So, you guys are very savvy, especially online. If y'all know of any AI that is not a porn site that allows you, like, I don't understand stable diffusion. I've heard about this before, stable diffusion. It's like the core of AI or something. But if there's any way to generate, again, not porn, but like nude images for figure drawing that are accurate, right? It's not like cartoony, it's like realistic. I think that would be the best bet. I just don't know where to go for that. And I do not want to go to a sketchy site to have this stuff done, right? I don't want to do that. So it might not be possible. Others don't produce nudes. You need all the computing power yourself with open source stuff. Grant Whitman, so you know some stuff about this. I don't know what that means, what you said, but you're telling me it's possible. Is this something that I could learn to do? Looks like Adolf Hitler's early works. This, it would make sense. It's all off. Let my mustache grow. It always grows out, and I shave about once a week. It's possible to run locally. Just Google some guides. Triton Ross, you know something about this as well. Yes, exactly. If you have a strong computer, you can use stable diffusion and feed it all the tasteful nudes you want for it to make something you can use from that. So it would be stored on a database, so I essentially have to program the AI by doing it. And so, like, if I look up stable diffusion, like, what would I type in? As a beginner, how would you go about this, right? Like, what would I type in and what would I start with? And, like, right? Because I'm not too savvy with this. I could learn, especially if it's something like this would be totally worth me learning. But I'm not a programmer. Do I have to be a programmer? And I appreciate y'all helping me with this because it's been stumping me for some time. Because I hate the streams that I've been doing. I know I have to, like this, I hate that I'm streaming this right now, but I want to stream and I need to get this stuff done at some point. I can't stream and not get this done. I can get you a diapered baby picture. I'll pass on that, but thank you so much. Look up guides for stable diffusion, local or automatic 1111. Okay. Screenshot. Thank you. Just need a starting point with this stuff. Because I don't want to. Mirror chart. How are you? Yeah. Because I want to have some, like, if I can get some solid references and get things going, I can have some pretty good streams here. And it would be great practice. What picture are you drawing? What are you drawing? And if you're in, I'm not sure if you're in our Discord, but we have a solid Discord and everybody posts their work in there. And you're welcome to join if you want. Okay. Do you draw portraits? This is true, but I want to be doing the nudes as well. I want to have the option to do it because it's such, like, nudes are the bread and butter of what I'm trying to teach. You know, ChatGPT allows free DeepSeek. I used it recently to audit my eShop to outperform competitors. It worked great. Magic comes when you learn how to communicate with it. Making traditional drawing. Cool. Really cool. What's the subject matter? What are you drawing? Man, there's a lot of detail with this. Oof. My dad is definitely somebody who I need to start drawing. I really do. You are correct. He is somebody I will do. Curry. My dad posing nude. I don't think y'all want to see that. It's tough to find legit models. Yeah, it is. Just go to the bathhouse in Bruges like everyone else. Well, I mean, we'll get it. Look, here's the thing. The most important part of any painting is the setup. Y'all know why, like, there's really two reasons why these paintings aren't good here. It's because the setups aren't good and the style in which I have to paint isn't good. But even if the setup was good, I could probably do I would want to go for like a different style. But I mean, you have to have a solid setup. right? A light setup, a beautiful sense of light, beautiful gesture. And that's one of the things that's missing from a lot of work. And I found even in a lot of my work, like it's something I knew from the Florence Academy. They said the setup's the most important thing. And sometimes you have to relearn lessons, right? Straight up, just the hard way. Like, right? You mess up enough and then you remember, like, they told me it's the setup. And so that's essentially it with this, right? So if I can train AI to have solid, like a solid model, solid setup. I don't know how you do that, but I'll watch a video for it and I'll try to figure it out. Hopefully I have what's required in terms of the hardware, the computer and such. Seems about right there. So sometimes you see how I just stepped over. Sometimes when I'm working, I have gotten in the habit, and this is good and it's bad. The camera's right here, as you can see. And so I'll tend to move over a little bit as I paint. But in doing so, when I'm drawing like this, it's, like the lines will be a little bit off, the drawing will be off, so sometimes I'll step in front because right now everything's kind of curving a little bit, and so I have to correct it some, right? Slight corrections, it's really not that much, but it's one of the things I have to watch out for. Maybe, let me put this camera over just a little bit. Give me a second here. Just a little bit. That's fine. Still looks good. We can stand, there we go, that's better. I'm not like totally blocking it. QFX I have, but you don't want to do that because you're going to be spending a lot of that mental energy trying to correct things, and it's not going to be you looking and observing as much as making stuff up. So I can recognize, like, this could be better, but in terms of like actually accomplishing it and like creating the morphs, because more things, like the form of the face looks totally different in different lighting situations. So when you change the lighting situation, the face itself is going to look totally different, and that throws you off. And like, you want the painting to, if you're going to push it as far as you can, you have to have the optimal setup. You don't want to have to morph, make these huge morphs. Like, it's one thing just kind of like accentuating something really cool in the work, but it's a totally different thing when you're having to make up stuff and like push it because you've seen how something looks and you're putting it in there, because it does not always work. And then you'll fight it, and then you'll overwork it, and then you've lost it, right? Can it be done? Yes, but it's just 20 times harder. And in fact, it's what I'm doing with the Charlene Richard painting, which I'm not showing you guys. Triton Ross. I follow a lot of Chinese portrait painters who are freaking awesome, by the way. And they all using AI reference. It's good for like, yeah, like I think it's a good tool. Like, my thoughts on this are, if you're going to use AI, say that it's AI. Don't say I made this up. And I also think AI should be coming, I've said this before, it should come with like an encrypted or whatever reference of all the sources it used to create what it did, so that it's not plagiarizing as much, or it's giving people credit. Right? Because I think it really does plagiarize quite a bit. But Triton Ross, like, you're correct. I had Midjourney for like a year, and for some reason, whenever I put a payment out, the bank always stops it, or it's been flagged or something. I don't know why. And so I have to work with my bank. It's a real pain to pay them. So I did not renew it this time. But I was using AI, and I was telling everybody, this is AI. This is not my idea. I just put it in the prompt. Make sure people know that. But it is great practice. It is such good practice. Such good practice. Where's the drawing? Let me show you guys. Y'all remember this? 1 second. I have a drawing, right? Where is it? Oh, is it? Huh. There it is. This thing. This is one of the drawings from AI. Boom! Remember her? It's one of the drawings. Great practice. Great practice. It was a good drawing. Didn't feel bad about putting it on because I don't think it was anybody. Could have been. I think the only caution is that AI learns from what is out there, only so it may get hairy. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Also, the painting. You want to see the painting? I can't stand AI. It's everywhere. And I can understand that. See, I think it needs to be used as a tool to augment, and it needs to be clear, not to replace everything at this point. It's a little bit dark. This is it. That's it. And so I'm going to be bringing the light up in the background. The painting looks darker than it actually is. Here, because I have the camera turned down a little bit. So, this is what we got so far. That's what we got so far. We put the swampy background in. Kind of swampy, but it'll be a lot more light and it's going to be a little bit happier. So that's it. Thanks, Shikuri. Oh yeah, the X. Yeah, that was the AI you're talking about. QFX, I might be able to paint some of that on stream. I'm just hesitant to. Because I don't want my client to see it. The longer you talk to AI, better results, but it takes ages to get any image generated as everyone is using it recently. I only use it for programming, SEO, meta, etc. Machine to defeat the machine. Gotcha. See, it's kind of above my head, that type of stuff. I mean, it's not going anywhere unless it gets outlawed, which I can't see that happening. I think that would be stupid because other countries would just pick it up and excel. You gotta figure out how to flow with it, right? Here's what I don't like. I don't like it when I hear artists say that they've given up doing their own work because of AI. I think that's very weak. I think you always have to do your own work. Whoops, I just messed that up. Like, they'll actually give up just drawing or painting or whatever. Not to say, oh, it's being replaced by AI. They're just... I don't like hearing that. I like people just sticking with it, pivot with it, right? You gotta pivot, that's the word. Pivot. Pivot. Gotta pivot. It's actually lower. Graphic designers bitching a lot lately. I can see that. I can see that, yeah. With my experience, ChatGPT is not as good as they say. Your client has so much real estate. One building is like at least half a mile in the US right now. I'm always painting one of his paintings. Most AI is the future. Who cares about hard work? This looks like one of those. It looks like one of those houses that was endlessly renovated over a long time. Does it? Yeah, it's just like a lot of stuff going on, right? Probably because I'm not doing a good job with the drawing. That could be it. That could be it. I do that sometimes. This comes out to about there. That's why that looked weird. Hey. It's there. That's there. This drops just a little bit. It's crazy. It's cray cray. There. And these are the steps. Something like that. Something. I'm in the right angle. Dang it! I'm being stupid. So bad. No, it's because I put it on the wrong thing. What's wrong with me? Dang it. Like the steps go here, not there. Dude, that was like one of my dumbest mistakes ever. What's now? Bring that out, bring that out. That looks better, okay. I appreciate the help on AI. Baron Triton, you guys. It's extremely helpful. Oh, you're going to see the girl with the pearl earring. AI claimed that has always been here and that we just finally managed to tune its conscious. That's pretty funny, actually. Make sure this doesn't fall. They're hypocrites. They tell us to go to conventions about AI. Then we get A for using it in my project. No merit. Maritz. Oops. I don't know what that means. Oh, is that where it hangs? The name of the place? Where the woman with the pearl earring? Or as Americans would say, Maurits house. Got it. Okay. Who's? Scandinavia. She was surrounded by a bunch of tall blondes. Looking more into AI now to find if there is a service you can use to do what you want instead of learning to code and like have 64 gigabyte RAM requirements. Thanks, Grant. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's just like, that would be helpful. would be so helpful. Guys, it would be a game changer to have like something like that. The problem is, you know what I don't like is today it's like you don't own anything, you just rent everything. I hate that. It would be really cool if they came out with a program. Somebody came out with a program that you bought and it just, like, you know, just old school. And then you were able to use it, in this case AI. Why not? There's a plan: walk into a strip bar and announce you are the editor for Playboy magazine. Yeah, you do that and see who you get. See who you get, because you want to go into a strip bar, right? Some changes I can make. Okay. So in the image, there's a tree here blocking a lot of this. There's tree limbs going all across this, so I can't see a lot of the detail here. This tree is literally covering this, so I'm having to go beyond the trees, take the trees out. Obviously, it's a winter scene. Maybe I'll post this at some point to show you guys exactly what we're up against here. See, when I get a commission, I'm very relieved, but at the same time, I do fall into a little bit of despair with it, because most of the time it's something like this that I just do not like. This one's right here. That's where that's supposed to be. If that's there, and this comes over. There. It's over. This is going to come out just a little bit. Which actually does make sense. Okay. Here's the plan. We walk into a strip bar. I read that. AI on a floppy disk. How can they make money if they sell it? Swamp Charlene looking good. She is. You got a model girlfriend? He has an AI girlfriend. No, none of us think she's real. Because none of us think that she would be okay with the Wendy's dumpster thing that he's been rolling with to put himself through art school. Something like that. This is the 24th. I'm almost done. But now you are live. It's the 24th. What are you talking about? What movie are you watching? Did the old doc take the story yet? Did you see what I wrote in Discord? He hasn't taken it yet. He came in to see it and made me make corrections live with it. Recorded me by accident with him telling me what to do and me telling him if I do that it's going to ruin the painting. And we had this giant conversation, and then 5 minutes later that conversation started playing on his phone, and I didn't know like it got recorded. He didn't know either, and we both of us couldn't turn it off. But for a while it was playing. So he recorded me from the very beginning, and then the voice came on 5 minutes later, and I was like, that sounds like me. It is me. And so I'm making the corrections as he's telling me to make corrections. I'm telling him in real time, saying, look, this is going to ruin the painting, listening to myself from 5 minutes before saying this is going to ruin the painting. It was surreal. That's what happened. It was crazy. And we ruined the painting. That's what happened. I'm never going to, y'all aren't going to see it. I posted it that one time, that's it. That's it. It's in general chat. If you want to look at it, go look and laugh at it. And then that's it. Guys, we're going to do something that's just awesome at some point. I am sick of this mediocre work that I'm doing here. Here's what I do. I get on here and I stream. I try to stream when I can, because I'm always complaining about not having enough time, which is actually true. But I have to get these commissions done that nobody likes, right? Nobody likes. And I do them on stream, but it's never anything good that we want to do. I'm telling you, I'm going to crack this code and we're going to be doing some awesome stuff. It's like, I am very fortunate to be able to do this type of work in here. I am. Even this, because this is better than anything else. But the next best thing is doing what we want to do. That's what you want. Because otherwise, what's the point? So that's the goal. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to get some good things going in here. And I think AI is the key for that. Because here's the thing. I could get a model. I was thinking about this. Say I could get a model and she comes in and she poses nude. She's perfect. But then a year from now, she says she doesn't want those pictures out and could you please erase the videos? I'm going to erase the videos, right? You know how much work that is? Like, that is so much work that I did that's gone. I cannot continue on like this. I can't. Not like that. So if we want to see nudes, drawings, classical work, this is the way we're going to go about doing it. I'm going to figure it out. Be positive. Oh, I'm positive. I'm extremely positive. We're going to get this thing going. And again, I'm not going to go. I've been thinking, like I said, if I get somebody who's like a real life model, she could be awesome, right? She decides not to do it one day. What are you going to do? You know? What are you going to do? Listen to But for Chair. Get a program where you set up a 3D model where you can manipulate the light. I'll ask a friend who is helping to develop AI. Thanks, But for Chair. Yeah. And Grant Whitman's looking into it too right now, which, guys, I really appreciate your help. You just said no one likes your paintings. That is so positive. I don't know if I said, did I say nobody? Maybe I did say that. I don't like them, but that's just, I'm not trying to be negative with this. Like, I don't like the work that I'm doing. I'm grateful that I have it, but, and this is relevant because look, as painters, sometimes we have to make this stuff happen. Look, do you think Jeff likes being behind the dumpster all the time? I do, personally, but some people would think he doesn't, but he does what he has to do to get through the day, right? He does what he does to get through the day. And that's the thing, right? Like, this enables me to do the work that I want to do, which is fine, it's good. But it doesn't mean I have to say, hey, yeah, it's great, it's wonderful. It's good if my client likes it, this is for him. What I do like about this is he's documenting all these areas, the houses and all this stuff, right? Like his history, it's his family history. He doesn't own these things, this is his family history. And that's the way to go about it, right? My thing is we have different tastes, and he always wants it so bright and colorful that it, like, I'll give you an example. You know, in painting you have dark, and that's what you create contrast by having something dark and then you bring the lights out from there, right? That's what you do. If you make everything light, you think that you're bringing light into the painting, but it's making it flat because it's just like color, 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 and it's just flat. There's no dark to contrast to push the light out. He was trying to get me to take all the dark out of the painting, which was only like, if you remember, there was the store and there was like a tree here and some dark back there and like a little dark, but it was mainly contrasting the lights that were popping out and some shadows down here. And it was meant to pop the house out or the store. And so he was saying, take it out, and this and that. Alman, what's up, man? Yeah. I bet Jeff loves it. That's what we all think, Shikari. Zero is going to die, and you are here being so positive. I have to fill in because there's no mods here. Do you want me to make somebody else here mod, Lati? I don't think you do. I think you can do that in Blender, but I have no experience with it, and you probably have to pay for good models. QFX, I cannot have, like, you don't want to do, it's going to look generalized. It's not going to look real still. Why doesn't the client ask, an artist with more similar style to his taste? I don't know, but I think too, he knows me and he likes me and he wants to give me work. You know, and to be honest with you, he's what's kept me afloat, is doing these things. Because how often, I'm always working on this stuff, aren't I? I really am. I'm always working on one of his paintings. And, you know, that's a good thing. I'm always working on his paintings for him. Let's just take that out. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to switch to this drawing right here. Guys, we're going to switch drawings. I'll come back to this later. It's this one. That's the one we're switching to. It's the only one that I know to do. I've already started this, so I'm going to set it up really quick, and then we'll get going. Oh. I don't know why this stream was recommended to me, but always good to see people make art. Thanks, Broom. I appreciate that. Thank you. Perhaps you have to come up with a rule for future clients where if they demand extra special stuff, it's going to cost big bucks. I do have that. Or I guess if found you. I should probably be using rulers for this. This is Lewis. He's an artist and he is doing a commission right now, and I'm the head mod right now because the boss is on vacation. Who is the boss? You're talking about Coquette, right? I don't think she's on vacation, actually. No, don't make another mod. Yeah, Shakuri, I think he and my dad worked together back in the day, and so that's how we met. So it's just, I lucked out in that regard. At least Kat doesn't want her stuff removed yet. Yeah, right. It's a blessing to have one fan that actually pays for your work. Nothing wrong with that. Exactly. Like, I want to make I just want to say I'm not complaining that I have this work. Like I said, I am actually very grateful and happy that I can do this, right? I don't like hate it, but I don't like this type of work, right? I hate what I do in terms of how it comes out, but I like the fact that I have the work to do. This is off. I need to fix a lot of this stuff anyway. I'm not complaining that I have this work. And I do like that my client likes the work, and it is for a good cause. It's just like if I was doing this, I would be making it totally different. I just need to find the drawing. I think somebody took it off the board. And here it is. I got it. Just gotta find a board to put it on. Do this one. All right. Go. Good. That's it. All right, guys. Isn't it kind of unprofessional to ask all your customers to remove all the content you did for them? I'd never do that. They paid for it. It's not like I have a contract with them or anything. You could argue that point. For me, in this long scheme of things, it's not. It wouldn't really hurt me. Obviously, I wouldn't like it, but I'm not sure it's worth me getting, like, you know, creating friction over it. And I can understand it, right? Maybe they have a change of heart or something and they just feel like they want to, you know, I mean, having a nude of yourself out there can be very personal, and you don't want to, like, I guess, you don't want to, like, act like you have rights over their body, over their image, right? It's a tricky thing. I don't know. I'd have to give that thought, but it's like, you know, you don't want to be disrespectful over it. Maybe it is unprofessional, but it's whatever. Couldn't do art commissions as a job. Art is too personal for that to me, but it's great people are able to make money off creativity. I hear you, Broom. So much work, but don't worry, I'm always on it to make the space safe and great. We don't need a safe space here. Looks like the Wild Lewis is bored from their commission and he's doing something else. This is true. Some service. Lewis, you're too nice, to be honest. I can relate. I only ban those that I don't like, and I don't like your name that much, but not to the extent of ban. Queldar, what's up? Yeah, man. Queldarius. It's late for you, man. How are you doing? It's the B. I'll stick with the B for now. Ooh. Queldar, he hasn't been in here that much recently, but he was one of the first people actually to find me, and he used to be around all the time. But what happened is that when I started having to watch after my dad more, I could not stream as early as I used to be able to. I used to be starting streaming like around 11:30 Eastern, and now it's more like in the afternoon. I mean, 1 o'clock would be early for me now. And so Queldar used to be in, but like he lives overseas, and so it's obviously going to be later over there. Harder for him to catch everything. What's your rank, soldier? This is fine. QFX, by the way, I did look into the text-to-speech, and I can set something like that up. Loud. Mostly bots, yeah. Midnight's looking good. Is that where you're going right now? Midnight? Are you coming back? All right, Quellar, it's good seeing you, man. I'll check that landscape out for you too. I saw that actually yesterday. I want to give it a solid critique when I have some time. There's this, I work under the boss, Crockett, but again, she's on vacation. Good saves you a lot of time reading. Yeah, the text-to-speech. Could try Morse code. A lot of us could use some reading. Everyone has to understand. I'm mostly having fun in the chat. We all know this. Even though I'm a mod, I'm almost never serious, so please don't take it from me personally for all the new people here. Is this even a real language? Pump those nuggets up. Cat would be very sad. Oh, should I pump the nuggets up? Maybe I should. Work on them. Might get a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Oh. Delicious. Everyone on Twitch is just digital drawing anime figures. Literally no one does realistic stuff in physical form because they get banned for it. Bruh. This music is just reminding me of the movie I'm missing. Did you say what movie that was? You said it was a 4-part or something? Guess no more demand. Okay, so mage.space is the website. You have to subscribe, obviously, but they allow nudity. Okay. Screenshot. Grand. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. So, mage dot space is the website. Just a thought, but although the masters were all great, I think because art was a much smaller club hundreds of years ago, it might have helped them succeed. Maybe. You had a lot of people not succeeding as well. And you might be right, but the thing is, let me say this. Besides, I messed the breasts up and the nipples in the wrong place. I can't I can't tell you how much speaking with y'all and having Discord and Instagram and just seeing what people are doing has helped me. And that's a resource that they didn't have back in the day. So, maybe, I don't know, because there's also so many opportunities. Like, you don't need galleries necessarily now to market yourself if you're savvy. But you might be right about that. I don't know. That's a very good point. You have to customize some things after you sub, but you can get some decent images, it appears. Okay, good. I don't think so. There were so many hobbyists back then too. We just remember the masters. The fine-looking house. Yeah, so, and I agree with you, Shikari. So like when I was in Florence, and this is before I went to the Florence Academy of Art, I actually was doing a restoration class at the school I was at, and they essentially, it was run by somebody who, like, he did the restoration and stuff for just like a lot of the city, a lot of big projects, but he would also have small pieces. Osniel, yes, I do oil paintings. Here, I'll show you what I'm working on right now. I'll show you 1 second. Let me just say this. And this gentleman had like just set up in actually his classroom because he would bring these pieces to, work to clean them and stuff. A lot of paintings that a lot of those Italian families had in their private possessions and they were 400 or 500 years old, and it looked like work today. It looked like, they didn't know how to paint and this and that, but obviously they were old. So you always had people doing artwork that that you've never heard of today because they just never made it. But I don't know. So this is a work in progress right here, Osniel. This one. Oh wait, sorry. Here, I'm gonna block that camera. I forgot. I had a different camera up, and you can see more of it before. This is a face here. Let me see. Try to get some light on it for you. Anyway, this is one of the paintings we're doing. And then a landscape. I'll show you a landscape painting that I did recently. This one I might be able to actually put up and see this a little bit better. This is a landscape painting. Wah, 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 wah. It's an up-close shot, smaller. So, stuff like this. But I love doing portraits, figures, and multi-figurative scenes is what I want to be doing, to be honest with you. Anyway, yeah, I think there's... There's a lot of work out there. You saw me painting it before, yeah? Cool. I drew another one base. Base is looking good, but I'm gonna ruin it when I paint it. Drawing is so much easier. Yeah. Change the title, Lewis. It's misleading. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yes, Zeki's Art Supply Shop, yeah. In fact, that's where I got my palette from. There's two shops. I forgot the name of the other one. There's another shop. There's another shop that's actually, it was close to where I lived. Kind of looks like a field in heaven to me. See that? I failed as a mob. I should have noticed before. Notice what now? What are you talking about? Not good line of work. Shit, that's stuck. Brawl Smurf. Just give me okay. 1 second, Grant. Let me catch this. YouTube. Wait 1 second. What did Grant say? Grant said, "Lewis, give me a prompt of a model, pose, style, etc., and I'll make an image and put it in Discord. Glad I have the day off." Oh, thanks, man. Sure. Let's say, female nude, say 30 years old, brown hair, contrapposto stance, so a standing contrapposto stance, and athletic build, thin athletic build, so it's not like jacked, and whatever else you think, you know, just something kind of a classical body type, right? That's what we're going for, something simple. Type it. Do you want me to type that out for you? It's really bad at drawing a house. Yeah, I am bad at drawing a house. We started with the house, and then I got tired of the house and switched. YouTube epi on how to prep a palette? No, I don't. I should do that, but for share. Yeah, I'll maybe, because I have a palette, maybe I'll do a video on it. Ballerina pose, huge knockers. Brawl Smurf for you Dutch. Yes. Ah, the Dutch. Know the Dutch. Huge. There we go. And Brawl Smurf said, Dan kijk ken ik je waarschijnlijk snel. Weg wetsen anders vertel ik iedereen waar je naar ziet te kijken. Sorry, kijken. Okay? Just to be clear, that's what he said. Dudes into brunettes, huh? I don't know. At this point, I'll take anything. Okay, what do we got? No, you got it? Good, thanks. I'm more of a blonde guy. I like blondes too. Thanks. And redheads. Ekin and black hair, right? Ik ook niet. Your Dutch isn't bad, actually. Ik ken Jean mensen. Boobies est très grande. Desperate text. Desperate? No, I'm not desperate. Not at all, not at all. Not at all. I'm not desperate. Well, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to find my scene paper. Here it is. I found it. Found it. Ooh, we got it. Nobody panic. Just do it, Grant. Don't know what that means. Go on, QFX. Why? It seems like you know the answer. Are you asking earnestly? How about painting of a Playboy magazine? All right, we can do that. I thought about it, but it takes forever for you guys to grow back. It takes forever for guys to grow back. No, I have no clue. I was just wondering. I don't know, man. I don't know. I always assumed she just liked it. Why else? Yeah, I don't know. Always like long hair. She looks a bit like a centaur with that pose. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Just like cut off that. This is what it means. Y'all didn't think I knew how to draw a horse, did you? Look. Boom! Centaur. Legend has it that she signed up for the Navy SEALs and went on to make a successful movie. I don't know what movie that is, but it sounds funny. I had even longer, but it would get really knotted in the shower. Really? I used to cut my hair really short because of military duty. My hair grows fast, so I just let it grow out, but not crazy long. Looks like Elvis. I did that. Yes, I did. Shikuri. I did. Woo. Quit horsing around. Talking about your Elvis here. Maybe I should change the title. This might be a little deceptive, you know. People think I'm going to see a house drawing and they see this. But look at my face and try to see if I care. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care anymore. It's very liberating. He cares. You can't hide the fact you care. It shows in your face. Look, I don't care. What you guys are talking about. Ah! Oh. Ooh. Cramp. Ooh. This is too small. That's fine. Mati. Latte, you have been caught, and you will see the consequences of your actions very soon. She has long tibia compared to the femur. Let's see what you're looking at. Maybe? So also keep in mind this is at an angle. One short horse. I thought Dungeon Master Guidetti would know his centaurs. By the way, were you going to call me Lan? But I know you as Lati. I changed my name for a reason. You know, what was that reason? Listen, I don't want people thinking that I'm one of those nasty coffee enthusiasts. I like coffee, but not that much. Like cafe latte. Or they may think I like Starbucks. That's even worse. I never thought that until this sentence that you just wrote just now. You did this. Okay, coffee is good. A coffee enthusiast is never nasty. Grand latte, please. But not to the extent of making it your whole personality. You just did that. You just did that. What if he puts Nutella in it? The hell, QFX, be a European. Nutella. Nutella is big time Europe, isn't it? Etude land. Like palm oil and sugar. It tastes nothing like chocolate. Yeah. You can tell is chocolate. Never taste chocolate. You never tasted chocolate, my friend. Yeah, I never really had much Nutella when I was overseas. Out there. Out there. Hope this isn't too much for YouTube, honestly. If I get in trouble for this, I could get in trouble for this. It is censored, though. I just don't want to go through the same thing again. I went through before. Let's see, 1, 2. This one's the short end. 2, 3. Koro show. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Cow is expensive, so there's probably few as possible even in the product. Labeled chocolate. Kinder chocolate? Real Germans do? You don't like chocolate? How dare you? How dare you? Ooh, baby. Oh, that's funny. Eating the napkin. That's pretty good. I like that. Sheep. This QFX sheep. All the women in the chat are always offended. Aren't y'all? You're always offended over something. That is pretty funny. Freaking eating a napkin. They're just like scrolling, they're eating a napkin. They're stupid. You really went like 0 to 100 pretty fast there. I need to work on quite a few things with this. I lost the form of the belly. It's kind of messed up and putting down a lot of the values. No, this channel is for people who want to offend everybody, trust me. It's not for people who are always offended about everything, trust me. This is the whole point. Time out for not liking all chocolate. No, I eat the chocolate. It's a napkin. Sneaky remove the horse ass. Yeah. It was actually throwing me off in a weird way. Shall get timed out for 1 minute if Lewis gives me the final approval. Don't time him out. He's fine. Jeez. So one time, like, what, Jeff got banned. Jeff's been banned several times. For nothing. Absolutely nothing. Which is how it should be. Were you deleting? You just removed the message. I said not to time him out. You sell your sketches and stuff. Do you have a website where you sell your sketches? No. Well, I have a website. It's honestly, I should set one up, or I can just like easily sell it. Yeah, try to ban me, see what happens. It has been a good day, but now it's great. His pirate rules protect him. Why'd you do that? Because he doesn't like chocolate? I said don't time him out. You know, I gave you that power as a test. There you go. He's back. This music playing a lot, he's freaking timing people out. It's very soothing. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, they are drunk with power. So I gave her that power as a test like a year ago and never took it back because she was arguing with Jeff, who might not be in here right now. I wanted to see what she would do with it, and I think she did ban him immediately. So it was a test to see what she would do. She failed, and I left her as mod because, you know, whatever. Because I don't care about anything, man. Where's Koro? Please start writing Koro or I'm gonna feel bad. Yeah, I always imagine he's saying he's an orphan because he's 80 and his parents are dead, which makes it funnier. Wait, who? I missed it. I missed what you said. He said away from keyboard. He was away from keyboard. You did it to show dominance. Wait, who said he's an orphan? This is Major General. Sorry, I'm like reading all over the place here. His parents are dead, so he's an orphan. That's really funny. Everyone who pirates face. Where's Koro? Please source this. Watched a bit of the other plays, but don't like them really. A lot of it is pretty repetitive since they always use the similar characters. I love the Mikado If I never banned Juha, Lewis would delete some of his messages. I think I might have banned him once. Mainly the one he's wearing. It's not an orphan. It's from a play I infected QFX with. What play? I was gonna show up in a purple pants next year. Okay, the drawing. The Pirates of Penzance. It's a play from the 1880s. Ah, Lewis, how is the pirate ship painting going? That was a one and done deal. One day. QFX, you should watch Topsy Turvy. It's probably in the middle of watching Mean Girls right now. Shoot this. That's fine. YouTube is on, I'm sorry, Mean Girls is on YouTube. Mean Girls? Everybody knows Mean Girls. You know more about it than me? You know Mean Girls. That's why you said, how do you know about Mean Girls? Like, oh my gosh, how do you know about Mean Girls? Rival Lewis has spent a lot of time shading women. We almost broke into the 1900s last night and lost. We were at 1895. Hey, thanks, Shikari. I appreciate that. 1895. 1895. Close, but lost. Lost everything. It's okay. We lost, but we will return. Stronger, smarter, wiser. Every loss is only one loss closer to another victory. So dramatic. All of it. I have broken 19 before. We have, just not recently. Zerx just convinced me before I came in here to gym my stuff because I wasn't gymming my gear. Pretty funny, actually. Did you see that one clip I posted months ago with the dude saying, Frost Mage? No, I think I missed it. Were they mad at them, or like what happened? We've seen posts on the forums before, and we think that they're talking about us and certain things that happen because we read some of the complaints, like, we were CC'd for this long and blah, blah, blah. And we just played like a guy that was, we just did that too. And that happened like once or twice. I can understand it. But it's very hard to do. It's not easy. Victor, what's up? Gesture. This gesture drawing. Gesture's not like fully there in this, in my opinion. I didn't really get it. Perfect. This isn't like great. I'm just using this kind of as practice at this point to shade and correct some things. I'm gonna accentuate the gesture some. Like, it's actually still at a stage where I can fix it quite a bit. I haven't really locked it in yet. Says because it doesn't really make sense for mage to be healed by our druids, since druids slower heal over time, so it would be fit to a class that takes less damage, like play. Oh, I see. Yeah, build that pumps out fast burst heals. I know, because we take a lot of damage, but the but how we're supposed to be played is like constantly CCing and setups. So like a lot of the times it might get out damaged, but we place the damage correctly so we get the kill. It's about control, right? So, do you have a course? No, unfortunately I don't right now. However, Victor, you know, like you can join our Discord and you can always ask me questions and stuff. And you can always ask me questions here. But in terms of a course at the moment, no, I don't have one. But one day I might. Like, currently I'm very busy at home right now taking care of my parents. So that's like, it's drawing me out of the studio. So that's something that I would be interested in doing perhaps later. You know, but any way I can help you, just let me know, right? Yeah. We came up against a 2200 or 2100. Our druid last night, who was insane. He was insane. He was always had one of us cloned. Either to incapacitate, it was like I could not heal Zerx because he would just, the second DRL was off, he'd go to the other person. So like whenever he would timed it perfectly with, I needed to heal Zerx, he either cloned me or he cloned Zerx so I couldn't heal. I mean, like when I started bursting, he would just clone Zerx so I couldn't do anything. It was insane. They just whittled us down that way. It was such a good job what he did. See, this leg, okay, this leg's kind of in the wrong position. This comes out. This comes out. Let's see if this is here. It's kind of straight down. That's going that way more. It's more locked. School of Hard Knocks. They buffed our druid self heals a while ago massively. don't know how I ended up here. I just looked up randomation of a video on how to draw a rat, and I'm here now. Welcome, randomation. But on switches, if he's not dotted, you eat damage like, yeah, hotted, yeah. You had pet rats? Of course you did. Of course you had the pet rats. Here to here. Okay, I'm gonna kind of extend this. This leg's in the wrong place. It needs to be going out more. Push that out just a little bit. That one. Okay. This is here. This should actually be here. It's coming back. Here. This is here. There. This should be out some. And then this is coming out some. Reblocking. How long have I been drawing? It's been a long time. I've been drawing for my whole life, really. So I'm 43. But I learned to draw like this when I was probably 20, 21, 22. And so with intense training, you can learn to draw relatively quickly. Like with intense, I mean, you're talking about 3 to 6 hours a day. You could learn to, like, you could get some solid, if you do it right, it would take about 3-4 years. More the longer he's single. Shut up. So, Victor, essentially, this is like the French academic style of drawing, and we start with Bargue drawings, which is Charles Bargue did a bunch of drawings, he put them together, and we're drawing from a lot of those drawings. And it's essentially, you learn the method, like how to draw and this and that from him, but it's just like the very basics. And so then from there you can take that teaching into painting as well. And so that's how we do it. So I can help you, man. I mean, join the Discord and just stay in contact. You can, direct message me if you want in Discord, right? And I'll do what I can. So I extended that leg, right? Because to me I had the leg kind of like this when it should have been kind of locked out more, right? It's pushing it, and one of the see, it had been a while since I had worked on this drawing. I just started shading it today. Really, it has some base shading in, but like I noticed that starting from actually above where the knee bends, right here, there was an angle like that I was missing. I had it kind of more straight up and down. So I'm working with a B pencil, but sketch most of it in with a 2B. I did paint at the Florence Academy, yes. Victor is such a cool name. Victoria also cool. Of course, buffer chair. There we go. And then I noticed too that the space between the feet actually is still incorrect. This whole thing is just sometimes it comes about there. And then I'm going to chop this upper part off. There you go, bring that down some. So I'm doing a lot of shaping, obviously, with the eraser. And you just make these subtle changes, it goes a long way. Let me just, I normally don't erase this totally, but I just kind of want to redraw this area anyway. Common name in Brazil. Started drawing this year. I'm drawing digitally too. Nice, man. Good. The more you draw, the better. Me, Shikari, probably when I got out of school. 26 years old or so after I got out. But it was slow and I needed help from my parents. But I also worked some at a restaurant. Oh, excuse me. You know, the Underworld Victor, that name always reminds me of him. Such a badass. Yeah, those were good movies. YouTube with a commercial for some kind of projector tracing thing. They claim Vermeer used it. They think you need it. I don't need it. I'm better than this. drawing and painting, but I always worry I will end up not making it. Yeah. It's like, I mean, but you can do it. You just keep up with it. Helps if your dad knows some rich doctors. It really does. It does help. Some people around me don't get it. They just think I'm doing nothing. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why I probably take care of my dad, is because everybody thinks that I don't do anything, then they don't need to, because they do. That's what I feel too. You get that sometimes, you know? Like I know how you feel with that. But you know, what are you gonna do? All right, let's clean this up, because I need to use this angle right here to get this drawing in tandem, like looking at the whole thing, right? We're looking at the whole thing, but we have to make everything make sense. This piece here. This blood is going to come in just a little bit. There's the hamstring. Okay, so this piece here cuts in. The hamstring, this piece just kind of goes in just a little bit. So, like, you got to think drawing with eraser. You're drawing with eraser as much as the pencil. This is like your white in painting. It's your light. So don't think, oh, I'm erasing it. Oh my gosh. Drawing everything. And then now this, you see this? This part now has, it was like this, but it's now like at the angle that I want. And we just need to make sure it's not too thick, like Jeff's mom's cankles. Bring that down. That's over modeled. Okay. And that's too big. It needs to. This is wrong. This comes up. This piece should be here. That's where it breaks. It's a little bit higher. And then it cuts in. Let me come back to that. I need to take a break because I think I made it too thick, and I think I would have realized that much sooner if I hadn't just been working on, like I piecemealed it. Realism is a difficult thing, I agree. Get a real job. Yeah, realism is just life drawing. Express yourself. I think I heard one source say that less than 10% of people do realistic drawing. So my thing is, I remember one time, one of my friends' dads came up to me, like when I was working at a restaurant, and he said, "How does it feel to have a real job?" And that pissed me off so much because this guy was an idiot, number one. And that showed me, I said, it's just people don't know, but they'll open their mouths about it. So it gave me more resolve to go after drawing because of it. Because I wanted to throw it back in people like that space. Like, so in other words, the more people think, I've been through this enough that the more people think that I'm useless or whatever, the more fuel it gives me. It really does. And because I want to throw it back in their face. And then I also say they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Within your family, sometimes that's the case, but oftentimes it's just they're afraid because they want you to be successful and have a good life, right? And so that's a little bit different, but sometimes people are just going to be jackasses. And a lot of the times I have found that has to do, and these people themselves have jobs that they absolutely hate. They hate. And sometimes they're not making a lot of money, and even if they are making a lot of money, they're still not happy. That sounds cliche, but that's the truth. And there is something to be said about stability. But there are people who have stability who are so miserable throughout their lives. And I think a lot of them are envious at people who can make what they like doing work as a job, right? And there's a lot of people who, like you've heard it said, it's 100% failure if you don't try. And a lot of people, ironically, don't try because they're afraid of failing, right? And so they don't even try. They're like, well, I'm afraid I'll fail. Well, you failed because you're not trying. You're letting your fear dictate you, so you can't run that way. But the most successful people have oftentimes failed more than the average person, more than anybody, but they continue going and they make it work. Because you can be savvy with this stuff. Like, you don't need a gallery to be successful anymore. You don't need an agent, right? There's many different ways you can make it as a painter. We have so many advantages now that we didn't before. But I like to throw it back in their faces like that when people start talking like that and saying, "Oh, you can't do it," or "Oh, how's it feel to have a real job?" type of stuff. Throw it back in their face. And so the best, like Seinfeld said it once, like in the show Seinfeld, they said, the best revenge is living well, right? Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But like if you're doing well, that's like perfect revenge, right? Doing good. That's going to piss people off. And why are you going to put yourself under people like that? So that's how look, I am kind of preaching right now, but it's such an important part in the process. If you're trying to make a living doing art, these are the mind games. These are the things you're going to have to face. And you're not going to have a lot of people to bounce ideas off of because not many people are artists. There's nobody around me that I can really talk to. That's why it's so good that I talk to you guys. Gets me out. Yeah, it's difficult to learn and do realism. It's difficult to find the right place that it's going to be taught, right? Art takes so much work, but like starting a business takes so much work, and this is a business too, right? It's a lot of work. I was in art school. Art school had people say, "When are you going to get a real job?" Then when I did get a job in Arch, what's Arch? They were shocked. In Arch? Didn't Jerry say that to George? He did, yeah, because George was like, yeah, he did. That's what I was actually referencing. I'm trying to remember what it was that it was his boss. His boss was like berating him, and I think he ended up just wanting to poison him. I think he drugged him or something. It was in the first or second season. I think it was in the second season. Artworks. Without artists, there'd be no buildings or drawings to build from. Yeah, I mean, people love going to Italy and seeing all this work, right? You're George. He's the best character, man. He's funny. No. He's funny, man. Yeah, I messed the leg up. The leg's kind of messed up here. Okay, I see what I did. I see it now. A little bit more locked. This goes up. Slip on the Mickey. It's like, if you don't move in 3 seconds, the wig comes off to that fat chick. No guy whose job it is to teach architects how to draw. Really cool, man. Art Vandelay. I'm into importing and exporting. I always wanted to be an architect. Still in RR. I'm in their Discord, but I never check it. And that whole thing is weird because they took away my privileges to see everything, and then it got reinstated, but I never look because, you know what? I was telling Zerx this last night. I said, all this stuff is just making me nauseous. I'm just tired of all of it now. There's so much drama and stupid stuff going on, and I'm just, like, I've kind of gotten past the point where I found it funny. I was kind of studying it. Now I'm just tired of it. It's like the dumbest stuff you'll ever see. Ever. It's the stupidest stuff. And they're still going with it. Stupidest stuff, man. I used to teach architects how to draw and manage drawings for buildings once upon a time. Will, what's up, man? You're at the University for Concept Art, which is different from your industry, but I'm wondering if you have any advice about getting a job in art or any other general advice. That's a very good question. I'm probably the wrong person to ask about it. Okay, so you're doing concept art. I don't know. I'm not good at giving that type of career advice, unfortunately. I wish I could help you. Because I currently go off of commissions, and it was more of word of mouth, and it was slow in starting, but I'll just talk for a second. With me, I have the ability to do landscape drawings and paintings, and if I am trying to make a living, not necessarily get a job at like within an industry or whatever, because like if you're talking about like graphic design or concept art and all that stuff, I don't know, man. I would say build up your portfolio and be good at what you do, but also I know AI is coming into it, so that stuff's over my head. For me, if you were more like classically trained and just going into it and trying to make a living, I would go and do plein air paintings, on-scene paintings of landscapes, and I would, price them around between $100 and $200, $300, and do like quick studies and such that people would, of like landmark places that you think like around the city or town or whatever, and try to find a little gallery or someplace, or try to sell them online, and to constantly be posting on both X and Instagram daily. That's what I would be saying. And I am a hypocrite for saying that because I'm not doing it right now for various reasons, but that's what I would be doing if I was really trying to make a living in this. So I hope you glean something from that. But in terms of getting a job, I'm just the wrong person to ask. I don't have experience in that field, and I think it's something constantly shifting and changing. It obviously not impossible, but I'm sure there's other people. You could, in our Discord, there might be some people who know the answer to that question, which you're welcome to join either way. It's a nice artist community. But yeah, I just don't know. I do wish I could help. So, WoW players are pretty toxic. I was on that private server and didn't even make it to max level because peeps were already toxic and leveling. I didn't want to find out about arenas. Yeah. Yeah. People take it too serious. Like, way too serious. It's just, like, with me, honestly, I love drawing more than anything else. Drawing and painting. I really do. Maybe I should figure out a way. No, I can't. Home is too hard. But that type of, what I don't understand, QFX, is like those people who are so toxic all the time. Like, it's just mean. A lot of them just play all the time. It's like, I don't know how you can take something that's a recreation and turn it into like your life if you're not making it. Like, some people make their living off it. That's a little bit different. It's just crazy. And frankly, I get a little bit tired of it because it's just the same stuff over and over again. You know, these people, they have an issue with somebody and they just don't stop. However, with me, the toxicity, whenever it's directed towards me from somebody that I especially don't know, I love that because then I can mess with them. I love doing that. So I have fun with it. I do. But I guess right now I'm a little bit tired of people taking things too serious, if that makes sense. Yeah, Will. I wish I could help you out, man. See, I've never gotten a job in art. Right, I've made it by doing my own, like doing commissions. That's how I've made it, private commissions. So it's going to be different. This area needs some work up here. I need to kind of redraw this upper area just a little bit. Instagram is so dead. Algorithm was so different a few years ago. Look up Lucid Pixel, more specific, Adam Duff. Yeah, Will. Hopefully, yeah, Cordero. Yeah, Will. Cordero said, look up Lucid Pixel, more specifically, Adam Duff. Just in case you aren't reading chat. I'm working the booty. We gotta get it right. See, what I want to get, like, I've been working the form, like I've been trying to get the leg locked because what I want to do, there's one of the things I like about this, it's just this beautiful form just popping out there, and we need to get that. But like, so if I cover this up, that's starting to look better, but once we start darkening this area and this area, it's really going to make this pop forward some, right? Hopefully you'll be able to do private commissions. We had a guest speaker that said he made 3 times as much money doing freelance. Will, seriously, I want to see what you do. Like, you should join Discord. It's not like you don't pay anything for it if you want, and you're welcome to show us your work on there. Everybody posts their work, and then, you know, so yeah, we have a nice community of artists. It's pretty funny, actually. It's a bunch of idiots. That's what we have. It is It is fun. What time is it? 5:30. We're getting some good work in today, man. Guys, I know this isn't my commission. I probably should be working on the commission, but I need this right now. I do need this. Sheremia, what's up? Most of it is talking about WoW. That's QFX's fault. We haven't really talked much WoW today. Talked a little bit. Bunch of idiots. Sounds fun. Yeah, it is. Bunch of idiots. Yeah, Sheremia, who mentioned Star Trek the other day? It's like, I forgot who it was. They said they made a reference in their own work to Star Trek. They said, yeah, it kind of reminds me of this person from Star Trek. And then like, just walls of text from everybody just popped in talking about Star Trek. This is in the show me your work section. It's pretty funny actually. Don't get the nerds started on Star Trek. Right? Right? Yeah, that sounds right. Bunch of nerds in your Discord. You say that like you're not one of them, which I'm proud of you for bringing nerds. Look, I'm a nerd. I was talking about freaking Warcraft a second ago. Now I have to one up everybody. Like I have to like step up and say, look, these guys were talking about Star Trek, even though I'm into it. But beats Purple Pants Pirates, or does it? The PPP. Oh, sure, Mia, you want me to show you another exercise for the back? It'll only take like 5 seconds. You let me know. It does not involve weights. Adam Doth. Star Trek hits opera. Oh, okay. Okay, I found a bird from one. Found the bird one from before the reverse flies. Yeah, so like that one. Let me get here. You want to be about right here and be going back, and you just want to feel it. Like you want to bring it in, like you don't want to do this right there. You want to come up and lead with your elbows. That's very good. You do that on the bench, but if you do that, you gotta one thing that helps is like keeping your back straight, just look forward. Another thing is if you get in a threshold of the door, like say this is like one side of it, the other side is here, you can lean back like that and just push back like this. Do you see that? Like, this is a very good exercise like that. So essentially you just want that movement that brings, you're getting blood flow in here and it's working out. It's a corrective exercise. And then if you have a band, like you can get bands on like Amazon for cheap. It's like 20 bucks. And what you do, you get like one of the lightweight bands and tie it around something that's not going to move, right? Like it could be like part of a banister or whatever, and just like loop it through, and then you just take it and just bring it up to your face like this. Pull back like that. So you're pulling it up about right here. And doing, like, not down here, but you want to be pulling up like that. And this is your arm, your elbows are about right there. And that's very good too. So those are some where you don't need like dumbbells for. But even this movement here, like you can feel it if you just do it, you know? So, and doing that, it's going to strengthen those muscles and it's going to prevent you from having the upper back problems. The lower back, like the deadlifts. So, and we'll get back to the drawing. This is actually good. I need to, you know, rest my eyes for a second. But the deadlifts, this right here going up, and you want to keep your back straight like this. Like you have a bar here or dumbbells. You're here and you want to go back like that. And you want to keep, you don't want this out. You want it kind of almost going like right up your shins, but you don't want them like hitting your shins because that kind of hurts. So you have it here, weight going through the heels, back straight, head up like that, and then you go up like that, and then back down. And that will get your entire back. It also is good because when you're doing this, you're like strengthening that part. So that's a full body. And so doing those things is going to help your back. You'll be able to work longer. See, tied it into art. So we don't have back problems when we work. Strong back, you're going to stay in shape. You have a band. You have a few of them. Good. Good. Now there will be someone learning or actually singing opera. It literally looks like my birds flapping their wings. Girlfriend and I called him out for being a virgin. What? Lewis, about to learn some pole dance. I wasn't pole dancing. This isn't for pole dancing. Where does it increase blood flow? I know what you're doing. I just showed you the exercises, but I know what you're doing, and I'm not going to fall for this. My shoulder blades float, so I hope these will work for that too. Lift with legs or back. Lift with your legs. What you don't want to do is this. You don't want this to arch. You don't want to pull up like that. You want to think, keep your back straight and lift up like that. Right here, lift with your legs. Going through the heels. Don't go on the toes like this. And look kind of straight to up like that. Because where you look, the rest of your body is going to follow. It will help. A lot of people look down like this and then they start arching their back. And so if you arch your back, that's when people like blow their backs out. Like you don't want this. You want it, your butt out like that. Coming up. Like that, right there. All right, so it's going through the legs. And you don't need to go down like really far like this. Just like 90 degrees down, 90 right there. And do lightweight first and just focus on the form. The form's the most important part. Pretty smart today, aren't we? I'm always smart, you idiot. I'm more mature than you. Idiot. I have to use 2 separate weights because I don't have one single. I have the Bowflex dial ones. I don't know what those are. I've been recovering from a sinus headache. Lemonade worked. Really? Art and exercise for artists with Lewis and Gang. It's the Center for Children who can't read good and want to learn to do other things too. Won't even fit in the building. It's gonna go into shading. I don't even care. Notice we were working the entire drawing though. What did I say I wanted to do? Bring that in? That move is impossible. I tried. Sounds pretty bad for the knees, like doing with a cat that tread performance. Don't go deep knee dips and you'll be okay. Exactly. Yeah. Like don't lean forward into it and go deep. So you go through the heels. The idea is, and you can start with a squat to warm up. Like that's what I kind of do. But like when you squat, they say you want to still, like when you're squatting, you still want to be able to kind of lift your toes off the ground just a little bit, right? Because like a lot of people go down like really deep. You can do that, but it's not good long term. It's going to mess your knees up. And you could blow, like I've seen people blow their knees out. It's horrible. Step movement's impossible. I tried. You like dial on the weight you want and lift the weights off the base. How did he do that? They're cool. Men are built different. Most stage versions are pretty disappointing though. That dude is the only one who pulls off this crazy knee stuff. Wait, what happened? Are y'all looking at something? Like what happened? This shape is incorrect. Let's come in just a little bit. Let's see if I can. Yeah, my knees click, so I'll have to modify it, I'm sure. Look, if it hurts, don't do it. And again, I would go like very lightweight. And yeah, I wouldn't, like, look, deadlifts, it's, the most important thing is not how much weight you're doing at first. Like you want to keep it very light and learn the form. Just learn the movement. And eventually you'll get it. Then that goes the brace after that. I think. So, you see with this, how I'm like really trying to study the line and the drawing and all this stuff. And I don't know if y'all can really see it on camera because it's like such minor details, but it's me studying the line and trying to get it correct. And I go back and like this is how we were taught. Is I remember seeing people work their drawing. I was like, man, people are just so like, it's just like OCD with everything. And that's how you have to be to really understand, fully get it. Because you get more and more accurate the more you work on this stuff. right? But it's like, it feels like you're working and then overworking the lines and then overworking the lines again, and it's like you're just working them too much, but it's really not. You're studying the lines. You're trying to, like, I shifted this whole leg significantly, and like it used to be over here. My jaw has been clicking since I was 15. Mine clicks too. The comments are full of stuff like, rest in peace, that dude's knees. Did you see Tim Curry's Pirates King performance? Team J, there's an exercise for it. I usually massage the sides. That's clicking, it loosens it up. Yeah. Not much of a have a form of the future of Team and J worth looking into, trying to involve the tongue. Will just the bar without any weights is perfectly valid starting point. Yeah, that's a very good point. Yep, I agree with that. Like, you just want to get the movement. Get the movement, and even that, it's like, you know, my thing is be consistent, right? And get the right technique and the right form for longevity, right? You don't want to screw yourself up going forward. It's just not worth it. That I just messed that up. You know what I found too, that doing the weights like this, it seems weird for me because I kind of stretch after each one. It's made me a little bit more flexible in certain areas, and it's helped my posture in general. I think when you do it right, that's one of the benefits of it. It kind of fixes a lot of issues that you have. I mean, you can obviously screw yourself up doing this stuff, but that's why, like, you have to know what you're doing with it. You know, you can't just go in there and brute force it. Don't want to do that. That's not good. Mark there, I don't really like that, but whatever. It's always money in the banana stand. I usually stick my fingers in the sides of the cheek like a fish hook and massage and pull to loosen the tendon. Good, Koro. Proud of you. Koro Show. He tries to convince Jim. Posting my scribbles later. Cool. In the Muppet movie, I thought the pirates. There's always money in the banana stand. What's that from? Do you even do the whole Pirates play? Yeah. There you go, Shikari. That's like the second episode. Even do the whole Pirates play. That one scene looked like it wasn't connected to the play. Just to see what y'all are talking about. It's like there was $10,000 or $20,000, $200,000 in the bananas. Burned it down. One of my favorite parts in that is when Will Arnett, his name's Will Arnett, right? Like, he's doing the coffin trick and he falls into the pit with the coffin. He's like, something's gone wrong. He's so funny. He has that gravelly voice. It's like, something's gone wrong. It's one of my favorite scenes. Or when Buster, like, sneaks into the apartment and, like, puts a knife up to his throat. Lewis watches it. Why is that dude wearing purple, ultra tight pants like an Italian? Why is he wearing what I wear every night before I go to sleep? They're illusions, Michael. Stupid. Love the Lucille's. He got his hand bitten off by a Lucille. It's just, it shows genius. I love it. His knee raises just a little bit. Goes up some. There we go, like that. Yeah, the Lucille's are hilarious too. The mother recently died, I think like in 2021 or 22. Let's thicken this up. That's too thick though. And then this piece. This drops. Here's forward some. Okay. That drops just a little bit. Cut that off. Might be too much. No, it's probably okay. Suck it. Yep. What was it? I forgot what it is. It actually stands for something, and I keep on forgetting what it stands for. Evil is afoot. The feet can be evil, but you must learn to master the feet. Master. The foot must not control you. You must be its master. You. It's a cross between this and what I had. You must be its master. What's up, JJ Slade? How are you? How long have I been drawing? This is the first drawing that I've ever done. I just thought I'd try my hand at it. It's pretty easy, to be honest with you. I don't know what the big fuss is. I've been drawing for about, in this style, about 20, 25 years. So, yeah. But you can learn to draw like this in probably about, with hard study, what did I say, like 3-4 years, if you're, you know, drawing every day, several hours a day, doing it the right way. I swim in the bay. I like to make things out of clay. Switch feet here. That I moved over, so that might actually go out some that way. Is midnight rough to get, or why don't you have it? It's some, oh, that old content raid mount. It's just, I don't think it's hard to get. I just haven't, I don't know. I'm just lazy. No, you can get it in the new Karazhan. 25 years and still doesn't get the nuggets right. It's talking about the boobies. I am ashamed. I am ashamed. I am ashamed. It's down some. It's down two. Fills out just a little bit. Shape the shadow. Don't let the shadow shape you. Do not let the shadow shape you. I think you haven't been single long enough yet. What, me? Everybody's attacking me. You have to sell your soul to evil. It's very good advice. Thank you. The blood is the life. Group of idiots. Always have been, always will. What angle here? Whoops. Dumb mark. Winona Ryder. That was Dracula. That was an old movie. It had Keanu Reeves, right? Reinfeld, yeah, Gary Oldman, Anthony Hopkins, Keanu Reeves. I saw that a long time ago. We read this. They have this painting of this ancient on the wall with the looks of his ancient on the wall, which looks exactly like this. Looks good. Really? I want to see it. Showtime talent warrior. What were you talking about, man? How do you find Caravaggio's long lost music archives? So stupid, man. Is that the epic? Is that the pic you use on the come model for us ad? This one? What ad? I need to see the ad. Did I have a pic? Did I show you guys? Because I do have an ad. Maybe it was. I don't know. I am glabbled. I am glad that I labeled the stream correctly and saying house drawing. And then I drew on house for 20 minutes and then just started doing this. Maybe I'll change the name of the stream afterwards or something, I don't know. Must be nice people drawing your sausage. Is it purple too? Not awkward at all, only on good days. Only on good days. How's that an answer to is it purple too? I don't want to know. Every time I look at chat, my IQ drops 20 points. I'm down to 800. Goes up. Does the model keep in touch? This one, no. No. I think in Discord must have been when Alun lit his path. I don't know what y'all are talking about. What are you talking about? Do I want to know what you're talking about? Oh my gosh. Is that real? You put night elf patches on me. No, that's not real. No, it's not real. That's so stupid. Y'all are so retarded. Why do you do that? That's good. I like it. That's pretty good. Down to 800, yes. Whoop. There's a model friends, and you can tap into that model friends club. I don't have, well, I'm trying to. No, I'm not going to say it. I mean, how do we feel we are chat? Our IQ drops double with everything we type. Yeah, it's a vicious cycle, downward spiral. Tap into that Is that what... Is that what kids call it these days? I know. Oh, that came out wrong. It's real. Not AI drew it in 2 seconds. I don't doubt that. Shuttering me is so proud. You posted that. Yeah, I knew it. You put the patches and everything on. Eye markings. Leaf marking my allegiance to nature. Nature and trees. You must be one with nature. One. One with nature. One with the forest. I just made that too big. Oh, it's real. Use that as the ad. Ishnuala, come learn with the master. You look so focused, bro. Edo, Cruz. I am pure focus, intellect, and power. Genius in a box. I never make mistakes, and I always know what I'm doing. Serenity now! Dungeon Master Gadetti of the finest order, of the highest order, needs you to model. I wonder what would happen if I put a poster out like that. Maybe like, I just wanted to see if this was real. It's the stupidest thing. It's not fun. It's actually pretty good. I'm not one to brag, but I've hit rival the last 20 seasons. I wish it was the last 20. I'm not one to brag. Throw your stats out. That's when you know you've made mistakes in life. You're out in RL, referring to it as RL, real life. Throwing your Warcraft rating out. It's like 50 people who play in the United States. It's what I value. That's all I got. Night's gonna drop. Start putting posters up, looking for an arena partner. And also a model. Are you a fan of Barg? Yes, I am. I do. Edu. Cruz? Yes. In fact, I did a stream not long ago explaining how to start a Barg drawing. Like, I think it was like 2 or 3 streams ago. So yeah, definitely. Big time, big time, big time. Barg drawing. This book. This book. This is this. Oh, man. Go. Bitch. See later. Do it with one hand. Yep, it's the key. I'm not one to brag. If someone would put that in their resume, I would hire right away. Yeah. Too bad Gears doesn't join anymore. I know. Well, all we have to do is start talking about biceps and he'll come. Not to scare anyone here, but I saw a ghost in my mom's CCTV system now. I know where Goya saw his demons. So, yeah. Nerds are trustworthy. It's too much. This stuff, I'm studying the form. It's like I'm looking at the whole thing, trying to understand the structure, the anatomy, the form is what it's called. So you see me going over it and over it, you know, I'm trying to obviously make it look like it is, but I'm trying to, it's me studying the form and really trying to get the correct placement of everything in the interest of the larger shapes. Still alive? Yes, we are. It's a 6:20. I actually should probably get going. Been letting my dad sit for quite some time. We got some good drawing done today. I do want to continue working on this one. You know what's funny? This shadow, it works very well with the drawing, but look. It's an actual shadow. Camera. Fine Spock. Pretty long stream today. It is, yeah. But I have to wrap this up. I have to go take care of my dad. But I'll be streaming again this week. Got some good work done. I'm very glad. I actually wanted to just get in and model. It's been so long since I've actually shadowed, right? I'm normally just like starting things. I want to try to push this drawing a little bit further just for the heck of it. It's very good practice. Head's too big, I see that. Neck's too wide. Seeing a couple things that need to change. It's okay. This doesn't need to be perfect. It's just I'm trying to keep myself in practice and hang out with you guys, which I've been missing a lot recently. This drawing in here is incorrect. This needs to drop down, like down here. This needs to drop. This needs to drop. We'll do that. We'll do it when I come back. Yeah, she's probably missing a rib. It needs to drop down some. It needs to shift. That's okay, we can shift it. It's good practice. It's very good practice. If something's off, we can shift it. That's why we work flexible, right? You don't want to darken everything. It's fun to darken, but you gotta, it's not fun. It's not fun after you've darkened, you realize it's wrong and you can't fix it. Yeah, I'll change the title. I'm gonna change the title after the stream's off. Maybe I could have done that now. Can I? I don't think I can. House drawing. I don't think I can. I think I can do it afterwards. Strong with the caregiving. No, it can be tough, rough at times. Keep the faith. Draw every day. Thank you, Cora. I appreciate that, man. Skinny hottie. Just a special girl. At Shakuri, that means she's... Wait a second. What? I think she's missing... Oh, the skinny hot because of the missing rib. Got it. Some people do amazing things with less ribs. Every time you talk, I'm trying to... like... think if there's a double meaning, normally having to do with somebody's penis or breasts or something. Effects must have a case of the hornies. Yeah, there you go. That's it. I knew it. All right. Guys, I got to run. Y'all are awesome. We'll be back on this week. Maybe tomorrow. We don't know. I might have to do another house stream and then do this. So who knows? We'll see. Yeah, I'll see ya. Stream off.